Have you ever wondered who is behind the mysterious, highly coordinated killings of India's most wanted terrorists hiding deep inside Pakistan? Today, we dive into the breathtaking, top-secret life of Jaskirat, a betrayed Indian soldier who became the ultimate ghost operative. Welcome back to the channel, Cinematic Explorers, where today we are uncovering every hidden detail and explaining the shocking ending of this masterpiece. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because this wild ride is going to keep you on the edge of your seat until the very last second. Our story begins in a dark room where a young man is asked why on earth his family needs an AK-47 assault rifle. An older gangster mocks his young companion, Jaskirat, noting that he looks far too young to ever join the military. Jaskirat shares a quiet moment with his close friend, admitting that while he dreamed of the uniform, his family's survival must come first. Suddenly, the peace is shattered when Jaskirat storms into a gangster's house with his rifle, demanding to know the whereabouts of his kidnapped sister. The rival gang members scream at Jaskirat to drop his weapon immediately, but he refuses to back down a single inch. He corners the terrified gang leader, screaming the question again as his eyes burn with pure rage and despair. The furious gangster screams that Jaskirat has made a fatal mistake by bringing an assault rifle into his own territory. Under the threat of immediate death, the trembling gangster finally confesses that his sister is locked inside the pump room. We learn the tragic backstory: a corrupt local politician named Sukhwinder brutally murdered Jaskirat's father, a proud retired army veteran. Sukhwinder's ruthless men also assaulted Jaskirat's sisters, leaving one dead, and held the other captive. The state attorney argues in court that Jaskirat's subsequent brutal revenge against the politician's entire family is a mockery of justice. His defense lawyer warns Jaskirat that the court is highly likely to award him the death penalty for his bloody vigilantism. Jaskirat bids a heartbreaking farewell to his weeping mother, who calls him her brave soldier boy one last time. While Jaskirat is being transported to prison, a heavily armed tactical team ambushes the police convoy in a hail of gunfire. Jaskirat is brought before the legendary Raw chief Ajay Sanyal, who tells him that feeding the fuel of revenge takes immense courage. Confused and broken, the young prisoner asks the intelligence officer what they could possibly want from a condemned man. Sanyal offers a life-altering deal, stating that the government can fully support his surviving family if he gives his life to the state. Jaskirat bitterly explains that his family has served the nation for generations, yet the system only offered them destruction. Sanyal recites a powerful ancestral warrior quote, reminding him that a true soldier never abandons the battlefield, even if cut to pieces. He tells Jaskirat that a wounded lion is the most lethal creature on earth, and his inner fire is exactly what the nation needs. To prove their loyalty, Sanyal arranges a secret monthly pension for Jaskirat's family, disguised as a bank error. Years pass, and Jaskirat undergoes a complete transformation, emerging in Karachi, Pakistan as the deadly gang leader Hamza. Hamza witnesses the terrifying local religious fanatics executing anyone they label as an infidel. He uncovers that the local Lyari gangs are planning a massive 26/11-style terror strike inside India. An ISI asset brags about how they easily got an innocent Sikh merchant killed by spreading a false rumor of blasphemy. A massive gang war erupts in Lyari as Hamza orchestrates the downfall of the rival Pathan syndicate. Local informant Rizwan tells the gang that Arshad Papu is secretly leaking information to the police to eliminate his rivals. News broadcasts announce that the intense Lyari curfew is being lifted, but the streets remain incredibly tense. In the political corridors, corrupt leaders decide to ban the gang coalition to save their own public images. With the military close to arresting him, the gang leader Uzair is forced to flee the country using a forged Iranian passport. Sanyal watches from India, noting that whoever controls Lyari holds the ultimate leverage over the politics of Karachi. Through clever underworld manipulation, Hamza helps elevate the clean-imaged politician Nawab Shafi to national power. At the same time in India, a new prime minister takes the oath of office, promising a ruthlessly zero-tolerance stance on terror. The sinister Major Iqbal is introduced, carrying the dark legacy of his war criminal father who committed atrocities in the 1971 conflict. Hamza meets with senior Pakistani strategists, realizing that Major Iqbal is essentially the dark godfather of the entire ISI network. The ISI officers discuss their next target, explaining that their route to destabilizing Delhi depends on manipulating the upcoming elections. Hamza is brought face-to-face with India's most wanted fugitive, the infamous Dawood Ibrahim, who lives under deep state protection. When Dawood orders the Lyari gang to distribute cheap narcotics across the Indian border, Hamza boldly declares that he does not deal in drugs. However, to keep his deep cover, Hamza must coordinate with local smugglers who utilize underground tunnels to transport contraband into India. During a secret drug deal, Hamza is shocked to run into his childhood friend Pinda, who accuses him of turning into a heartless terrorist. Pinda notices Jaskirat's suspicious behavior and demands to know if he is actually a covert Indian agent. A brutal, desperate struggle breaks out between the two former friends as Jaskirat tries to keep his cover from being blown. In the chaos, Pinda is accidentally killed, and the gang members discover the body, realizing there is a spy in their midst. Hamza's close friend Alam courageously takes the blame for the murder, deciding to give his life so that Jaskirat can finish his mission. Hamza confronts his suspicious Pakistani wife, Yelena, explaining that his true war is only against the terrorists who are destroying both of their countries. A wave of panic sweeps through Pakistan as a mysterious group of unknown men begin systematically executing top terror leaders. In response to a horrific attack in Uri, the Indian military launches a historic surgical strike to dismantle terror launch pads. In a brilliant strategic move, the Indian government announces a sudden demonetization policy to paralyze the fake currency network. The sudden ban of high-value notes instantly turns billions of fake Indian rupees held by the ISI into worthless sheets of scrap paper. A panicked Pakistani smuggler cries out to Hamza, stating that the sudden currency ban has completely ruined their operations. Hamza traps the smuggler inside a burning room, telling him to enjoy his last cigarette as his entire network is burned to ashes. News channels continue to report on the shocking series of targeted assassinations carried out by the phantom group of unknown men. Hamza captures a top conspirator of the 26/11 attacks, mocking his past claims that their conquest of India would begin in Mumbai. Before pulling the trigger on the hijacker of Flight IC-814, Jaskirat makes him salute the nation he tried to destroy. Major Iqbal's primary assets in India are ruthlessly gunned down in broad daylight, leaving the ISI command in absolute shock. In a moment of pure fury, Major Iqbal confronts his corrupt, abusive father, blaming him for the military humiliation their country endured. Major Iqbal admits to Hamza that his life's singular obsession is to watch India burn to the ground. During a massive final showdown in a terror camp, Jaskirat proudly tells Iqbal that this is a new India that will barge into their homes and terminate them. When Jaskirat is temporarily captured, Sanyal blackmails the Pakistani general, demanding the release of his boy within the hour. Jaskirat successfully returns home, forever carrying the invisible scars of a shadow warrior whose ultimate duty was sacrifice. What an absolutely mind-blowing cinematic journey of patriotism, sacrifice, and pure strategic brilliance. If you loved this detailed explanation, please smash the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more epic movie recaps. Let us know in the comments below what you thought about Jaskirat's incredible sacrifice, and we will see you in the next video.